Good afternoon. It is Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and this is an update on the emergency plan that we put in on Friday that I signed. Is the continuation. That plan is in full effect, and we want to try to bring you up to date with this massive storm that's about to hit us. And today is Sunday. It should start raining this afternoon, and they're predicting into tonight and certainly Monday, the brunt of it, and into Tuesday. So we want to try to bring you up to date on everything we talked about before. We want to make sure that you understand what you have to do in case it gets worse, and whatever happens there, that in an emergency, what you might need to call or who can help you. So I have with me today, again, my Director of Public Safety, Fred Harran, is to my right, and to my left is our Director of Public Works, Jim Ryan. Both of them are here again, and everybody is working. I want you to know that everybody was in working yesterday and today, preparing the best we can here at Bensalem, and we're going to continue to do that throughout the storm. So there are several things that can happen. We're going to man the phones in here at the township throughout the storm. We'll have somebody here answering the phone at 215-633-3600. So somebody should be there all the time answering that phone, and have some patience if a lot of people are calling at one time. So we'll try to handle all that to make sure that we have people here to answer any concerns or emergencies that you might talk about. And I think there's other things they can do, Fred, an emergency, and bring them up to date on schools. We've got some reports there to give you, and certainly, Jim, you can bring us up to date on the module, what it's called for now. So, Fred, you want to start?
Thanks, Mayor. First, I talked to Dr. Balk a few times today, and obviously the decision was made to close schools for tomorrow, and then further information will be coming out about Tuesday, depending on the direction that the storm takes. But definitely schools will be closed tomorrow. We also will be having an evacuation shelter opened at the moment that it becomes necessary to do that. So certainly if you have a need to leave your house to go to an evacuation center, you can certainly call the township here at 633-3600. And if you need to get out immediately or it's an emergency, just call 911. Please make sure, as I said on Friday, to call 911. And that will be set up at Struble Elementary on Bensalem Boulevard in Bridgewater. So that will be our spot that's open right now. And if the need comes, we'll open up additional depending on the amount of people. But most people find other places to go, so hopefully that won't become too crowded if that situation arises. Again, also, we're going to be putting on extra paramedic units, strategically placing them throughout the township to cut down our response time, and in case roads become impassable, they'll be in key spots throughout the township, 4 different locations to respond to all the sections.
And all of our emergency people are on call, certainly all the fire companies. And
we're bringing in and staffing extra police will be in as well to help out. Our fire department will be manning their fire stations. We're meeting with the fire chiefs tonight at 7 o'clock in just a few hours just to go over final information. So as far as emergency services, we're in pretty good shape. Obviously, we don't really know what the storm is going to bring. They're saying it's the worst storm in 100 years. I think we're as prepared as we're going to be prepared, and we'll get through it. But again, like we said on Friday, we certainly need the people to be patient and call us for emergencies. Please, this is not the time to call us because there was a car abandoned in front of your house for a week and tonight you feel like calling us. Please don't make those kind of calls. Wait till next week, till when the storm passes. We'll get to all that other stuff as we would with normal routine police work. So don't call and bog down the 911 system with those type of calls for the next few days.
We expect, the way they're talking, possibly lose a lot of power right here in Bensalem. So I'm sure that if that happens, PECO, I've talked to them, and they have trucks coming from all over. It's a big area where the storm's hitting, and of course we have no promises of what will happen and how quickly, but we will try to get that done. Jim, why don't you bring us up to date on your end of it?
First of all, Your Honor, we had a full crew of Public Works employees out yesterday cleaning storm inlets, detention basins, and trying to get as many leaves off the street and out of the curb lines as we could. Today the crew again was back in. I had a full crew again today. I actually just sent them home at 3 o'clock so they could get their rest, and we're ready to come back in once we decide and when we're actually going to start. And we will be here throughout the whole storm. About an hour ago, I just got off the phone with our meteorologist that we deal with for an update, and he is saying that we are definitely in the middle of this whole storm. To expect very, very heavy winds, anywhere from 35 to 70 miles an hour, with even higher gusts that are possible. That means we're expecting a lot of trees to come down, and when the trees come down, I'm afraid to say that we're going to lose power in a lot of places in the township. And everyone has to know, you know, a tree comes down, you call the 911 number, call PICO if you do lose power, so they know exactly what areas to start dispatching crews to, and we'll take it from there. Rainfall amounts, we're hearing anything from, you know, from 4 to 8 to 10 inches of rain over the next 3 days, which means there's going to be flooding in the township. People in the Echo Beach area, people along the Neshaminy Creek, people along the Pequesson Creeks. You know, everyone knows the low-lying areas of the township. They should be making preparations now if they haven't done so already. It's very important that they're going to really keep an eye on this thing, because the real heavy rain, even though it's going to be coming in, you know, after 3 or 4 o'clock today, it's going to be the overnight hours. And the longer it rains, you're going to see flooding problems well into Tuesday and Wednesday, and even possibly into Thursday, because the storm area is so large, and once it gets north of us, you know, everything rolls downhill, and it goes out through the Delaware. And with the tides and everything in the Delaware, they're expecting 9-foot tides at high tide. And that's a lot higher than it usually is. So, you know, we're ready. I've been working with Director Harran for the last few days, getting everything set up so we're as ready as we could possibly be.
And today at 7 this evening, everyone will be meeting, all the emergency management people, including myself, and we'll try to find out. Actually, county has been in touch with me today and called to see if there's anything they can do, and certainly they're part of the emergency system that we'll be working with. So we're going to do everything humanly possible in this storm. It's one of those things. I remember Hazel, 1955. Probably haven't seen one since like that, and they're predicting this one could be worse. So, you know, be optimistic and hope for the best, but we're prepared. We're trying to prepare ourselves for the worst. So if you have anything else to say.
Well, I think we want to touch upon some of the folks that know that they get flooded out.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Brandon.
You know, if you're along the Delaware River, certain areas along the Pequesson and the Neshaminy, you know what kind of water you get, and they're saying it's going to be worse than you probably have ever seen before. So take the necessary steps. Start getting, you know, you should be, hopefully have done it by now, but if not, you still got some hours and some time left. Get everything off the floor in the basements, even some places, your first floor, start raising things off the floor, and items that could be destroyed, start getting them, you know, put away and up high, and you know, prepare for that as much as possible. And you might have to leave, you know, leave your house. Don't.
Well, I think they should prepare for that type of situation. As you watch TV, you know, once we lose our power, you're not going to have be able to watch TV for reports. I hope a lot of people have portable radios to be able to at least pick up some of the information. Because if we lose power, we lose our TVs, and you know how we rely on that for all information. So if you know you're in a low-lying area and things can happen, prepare to do something for that. And again, you say there'll be an evacuation. Struble School.
Struble School will be the spot. If you you know, if you find that you need to leave, just make sure you just give us a call here, and we'll give you all the necessary information. As I said on Friday too, because you'll probably lose your cable and your televisions. If you go right now onto the township website or the police department website and go to Ready Notify PA, you could sign up. It takes 10 seconds to do it, and we'll push out messages to your cell phones. Hopefully you have your phones fully charged. You know, keep them for emergencies, and you'll be able to get the notifications through that. But we can't sign you up. You have to sign up. So just go on. It'll take all of 5 minutes. You don't get other sales calls and other things on that. It's only for emergencies. So please sign up, and that'll be a good way to get communication when when the power goes out and there's no cable and there's no televisions tonight or tomorrow.
So please, if you have an emergency, call us here. Like I say, we'll be manned at 215-633-3600. That's right here at the Township Building. And God forbid an emergency, always use 911, of course. So Jim, any closing thought?
I wish everyone a lot of luck, and we'll get through this.
Okay. Two other things that we want to bring you up to date on. One is that the Township Council meeting on Monday night, which is tomorrow night, has been canceled. It's a 7:30 meeting, has been canceled due to the storm. The second thing is the flu shots that were scheduled for Tuesday here at the Township has also been canceled. Until, if we give another report, we're able to, we'll continue to do this as long as we have power. Until next time, God bless everybody.